All right, we are live. What's going on, everybody? I am Okay, it just started. What's going on, everybody? I am Double D, and welcome to the Ambetter Health 400 at Atlanta in 2025. So, last week was an interesting race. We had some cars flip over. We had some really tight pack racing. Rain delay made it go all the way into night. But William Byron still went back to back and won his second Daytona 500. What is it going to be like today? Throughout practice and qualifying, there's been so much Ford domination, even at Daytona. Are we going to see the same this week where we have cars take each other out of contention that should have won? Or are we going to see Ford finally dominate like they should at play track? So my prediction to win today, I'm going to put that in the chat real quick. All right, so throughout this entire week, I have picked Ryan Blaney because he is always there in the mix at the end of all of these plate races. Besides maybe a couple, most of the time you can guarantee that he's either going to win it or he's going to finish top three. So I have a feeling that Ryan Blaney's going to win today. How's it going, Dawson? Just made it just in time. I wasn't late.
Second and a third last year. What's it going to take to find you in victory lane? Yeah, well, it's nice to.
Yeah, I'm glad I made it for this race because I thought I was going to be late, and somehow I made it just in time. But I'm excited to watch this Atlanta race. It's going to be just like Daytona, but on a mile and a half.
Can't wait to watch. Good luck out there. All right, thank y'all. All right, let's have a look at the start.
Let me pull up NASCAR.com real quick so that way I can look at the stats.
Up front, Team Penske Fords, Ryan Blaney and Austin Cindric, who led the most laps here last September. Row number 2, Wood Brothers, Josh Berry, they're a Penske affiliate with Penske's Joey Logano, all Fords so far. Row 3, Todd Gilliland.
All right, they're going through the first roll on Fox. I'm going to go through it too. So, yeah, teammates. Blaney, Cindric, Josh Berry, and Joey Logano. Well, Josh Berry's Penske affiliated, although he's with Wood Brothers. But you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Stewart Haas at Talladega in 2018, where just the top 4 are locked in. That's insane. Well, I didn't see any of them, but I did see where Kyle Busch had a photo finish. And I'm glad I missed the Xfinity race yesterday because, of course, Austin Hill always has to dominate. Yeah. Let's see. Then we got Todd Gilliland, Kyle Busch, the only Chevy to qualify in the top 10. Zane Smith, Chris Buescher, Brad Keselowski, Noah Gragson qualifying in 10th. Ryan Preece, who flipped who flipped the last race in 11th. AJ Allmendinger in 12th. You got the Chevy besides Kyle Busch in 12th. And you got 13th Alex Bowman, 14th Bubba Wallace, 15th Austin Dillon, and 16th William Byron. Let's see, notable drivers. Kyle Larson in 17th, Chase Elliott in 19th. Chase Briscoe, he got that big penalty at the beginning of this week. He's starting 25th. He's going to have a long hole to climb. My other favorite driver, Shane Van Gisbergen, in 30th. And then you have Denny Hamlin. The Gibbs cars, kind of like last year, starting in the back. If he can avoid wrecks, he's going to get a good finishing position. That's what I feel like. I just hope I don't have a lot of problems like I did last time with the stream. Because it kept going in and out. I should have fixed the issue today. But we'll just have to see. In the meantime, while we're waiting for the race to start, I'll show off my authentics, what I got this weekend. Lucky that Walmart had some of them. So there's Josh Berry from 2024. All these are 2024. Honestly, I don't hate them. I actually, unpopular opinion, I actually like the cartoon characters. I used to read some comic books back in the day, so I guess that's why I like them. See, another one. Yeah, I got your least favorite driver, Dawson, Corey LaJoy. And then we got another one of my least favorite drivers, Denny Hamlin. Is Mavis Tires, which left him last year, along with FedEx. Then you got Eric Jones. I was excited to get Eric Jones. Then I got Ty Gibbs, another Gibbs car. Let's see. I got two more. I believe this one is Michael McDowell, 2024 as well. And then the last one I got, Ross Chastain. The only two that I couldn't get in the set that they didn't have over there was Alex Bowman and Noah Gragson. But still happy to get the ones that I got. Set those down. Now, I don't dislike Ross Chastain, but he's not one of my favorite drivers either.
Barrel roll and they fixed the grass on the back straightaway. So NASCAR doesn't take any of the safety stuff lightly, and I think they don't get enough credit for the amount of research and time and effort and the staff that they have to keep these drivers as safe as possible. Because no matter what, these cars have been turning over and crashing. And
I don't really like Hendrick
for a number of years, and that's going to continue.
There's really no facet in any of this sport that has more, time and money spent in safety. Right, so due credit is fault. There is just like you said, Kevin. These cars are extremely safe. Mind you, that thing toppled over at 180 mile an hour. It's a lot to ask at anything. Now with the change.
Well, yeah, that's easy to figure that out because they're all in the top four. Well, I'll say this. A Penske car will win as long as they don't wreck themselves like last week. I was very vocal about that, what happened there in the 500. That was a stupid move by Joey Logano, him trying to make a hole that wasn't even there in the middle of the pack to cause a big wreck and cost half of the field a chance of winning the 500. But if they can avoid that, we'll have a Penske winner, and I'll be in total pain this entire race. Ryan Priest crash? Yeah, I didn't surprise me, but didn't want it to happen, obviously. It looks like the roof flap kind of like malfunctioned, and that's why he flipped. And also, I think like the flat bottoms that like these next gen cars have today make it easier for these cars to flip, which is not good. Well, there are one to go, so we're going to be racing soon. Okay, here we go. Past the restart zone. Green flags in the air. We're underway. Blaney's at the top with his teammate Logano, trying to get that push from the 22. And it looks like Cindric is going to have the advantage on the bottom. I'd say Atlanta's pretty different to what Talladega is because it seems like the inside line works a lot better. That's a Talladega, I meant Daytona. The inside line works a lot better here than other restrictor plate tracks. And there we go. Lap 1, Cindric is in the lead. Side by side with teammates Logano and Josh Berry. Yeah, my favorite driver is Chase Elliott, too. Like number 1. My top 3, Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, and Shane Van Gisbergen. Those are my top 3 favorites. I honestly think Cindric had a good chance of winning the 500 last week, but just got caught up in that wreck with Denny Hamlin on the last lap. Here we go. Lap 3, and Cindric has already led all the laps. Pretty much the Penske's are battling out right now, probably just controlling the field. That's all you have to do. You cannot win the race from here, but you can sure lose it. As Josh Berry has moved up to second, he's going to push his Ford teammate of Austin Cindric. He goes to the bottom, and Cindric, I believe, is also going to go to the bottom or just stay in the middle to control 2 lanes. Yeah, Kyle Busch is still the only Ford in the top 10 in 7th. Only Chevy, I mean. Where is Riley Herbst running? He's probably running somewhere in the back because Toyotas did not qualify well. Oh, we got 3 wide in the middle of the pack. Kyle Larson, AJ Allmendinger, and Noah Gragson in the middle, losing tons of positions. But he's going to catch the tail end of Larson. He's going to try to get some momentum through there. Not going to work. Hocevar is coming on the outside. What a gutsy move by Chase Elliott right there. Going from top to bottom to try to make something work in the back. Seems like the top 10 is now single file now. I wouldn't be surprised with all those Fords being like that. McLeod's in the back, I'm sure. It's actually a lot easier for me to answer those questions now. I'll just say if they're in the front, middle, or back. You'll get an idea of where they are. Exactly. Learning every broadcast and stream day by day. The SVG is right behind Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin has picked up a few spots. But with less Toyotas, that's going to be difficult to pick a lot of those spots up. But compared to this race last year, we have already went caution-free because on lap 3 we had an accident, and we haven't had that yet. Yes, I didn't, in fact, know it was his birthday. My grandfather was also born that day. I was born on Abraham Lincoln's birthday about 2 weeks ago. All right, lap 10, Austin Cindric still in the lead in front of Josh Berry and all the others. Pretty much everybody's still single file. Alex Bowman's trying to get a line started. And so is Larson. on the bottom. But I think pretty much everybody's going to ride it out through stage 1 and 2 because that's typically how these restrictor plate tracks go. Well, thank you.
Daytona, it really allows those cars to stay together because it's a little bit easier to figure out the handling and the way to drive that racetrack. When you're here and we're going into turn 3 right now, there's a lot of bumps. The entry's kind of flat.
Yeah, it looks like pretty much single file.
So you're actually lifting a little bit because the handling is not great.
I mean, that's the problem about these cars. You just can't run with them wide open. At least make the stages less, like with less laps. Because not everyone doesn't want to watch single file racing most of the time. They want to see side by side and people actually having to fight for it. I guess it's just how some of these races go. And they are on commercial break. They got the side by side screen though, so I can still see what's going on.
Maybe he'll score a goal. I figured you'd want the whole roll since you've saved hundreds with Progressive. How many tickets, too, please?
Don't be passive progressive.
Super, Becky.
Drivers who switch could save hundreds.
Welcome back to Papa John's. I'm hand stuffing this mozzarella to make our epic stuffed crust pizza.
Epic.
Hey, we're making you an epic stuffed crust pizza for
Yeah, that's good to know.
Pizza, Papa John's.
Push guy, bold and smooth survival skills. To avoid going in circles.
See, so yeah, positions have not really changed throughout the top 10. It's mainly in like the middle and back. There's actually battles for position right now. Chase Elliott has moved up to 14th. I don't know, you just gotta ride this race out. You don't want to cause a wreck early that can keep you from winning. Looks like Kyle Busch is on the outside now. Is he on the outside or middle? It looks like he was falling back. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens with all these Fords that are in the front. Now Kyle Busch is still hanging in 6th and 7th. Logano's making it too wide. He wants to lead this race.
We can take or leave the extravagance. The attention.
It's going to be difficult to beat any of the Fords today because it's like a huge roadblock of all of them.
Because all we really wanted is for every Ford driver to feel this.
No, because I didn't watch it because I knew Austin Hill was going to win.
The Ambetter Health 400 on Fox is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, and motorcycle insurance. And by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Single file, no more. 17 laps complete. Here's the battle for the lead.
Yeah, they are not single file, but here comes on the inside, Joey Logano in the 22. He locked himself into the round of 12 by winning this race in the fall last year. He's got 2 wins here on this new Atlanta service. Why don't I like Austin Hill? Isn't it obvious why I don't like Austin Hill? The dude literally like screwed Sheldon Creed out of a championship a couple years ago. And it just sometimes seems like a crybaby too.
Like in the middle of the racetrack to get that the air on the front of the car so that you don't get that big slide. These cars will get a huge slide, an arrow push we would call it. But you see him offset to the 34 car in front of him just a half a lane to be able to put some air on the front of that car.
The pack has been running laps a full second faster than yesterday's bonus
Now, it seems like Cindric, Barely, and Gilliland has some separation from Logano now. They're 2x2 besides those guys in the top three. But Byron, who won here in, I think, 23, is working his way up to the front already. Last week's Daytona 500 winner and won it the past 2 years. He's trying to win himself another restrictor plate race and keep his win streak going. Kyle Busch is my favorite driver because I think mainly because he tells a lot of truth about stuff that goes on in NASCAR. And the first ever race I watched when I was a kid, which was like 2012, Kyle Busch won that race. I think it was one of like the Bud Shootout races, I believe, in 2012, and he had that side-by-side finish with Tony Stewart, and he saved the car twice. Why do girls race in the top series of NASCAR? Sponsorship. That's why Danica Patrick went up to the Cup Series that quick and sucked. I like the path that Tony Breidinger's trying to take it slow. She took some time in ARCA and now taking some time in the trucks to try to get her groove. Haley Deegan, I mean, she was looking good in like the K&N series, and then when she got to the truck series, she didn't get any good ride, so she had bad results. And then she finally got a good ride and still couldn't improve on that, and now she's going to IndyCar NXT. Used to be called Indy Lights. But I think Breidinger's got a lot more potential than any of the female racers that have been in any of the series here in NASCAR. We go, battle for the lead. Zane Smith in the 34. I think that's Zane Smith. No, that's Todd Gilliland. Excuse me. Todd Gilliland side by side with Austin Cindric. Bubba Wallace making a move, making it 3 wide at the top. Left Byron in the middle, and he's taken a few of his Toyota teammates with him. All right, they're back to commercial break, but yeah, Bubba Wallace made it interesting, making it 3 wide. Now they're back to 2 wide. Okay, Larson making an aggressive move on Blaney, shuffled him out and falling in on the bottom. What a move by Larson. But honestly, I wouldn't be doing anything too crazy until you got to like the end of the stages to try to get points. Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell's not in the top 16. He's in 19th. It just showed him on the screen. JJ Yelly's also in the back as well. Yeah, he's in 39th. In last place. Well, I guess if you're Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last.
Restore your engine to perform like new. Restore and protect. Another first from Valvoline.
Liberty Mutual is all she talks about since we saved hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance.
Hey, kid. It's pronounced Liberty. 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 Now she's mocking me. Very mature.
Hey, that's enough, you two.
Hey, I'm not the one acting like a total baby.
She's 2.
Only pay for what you need. Liberty.
This tax season, do more than just catch up. Spring forward with the free 5G phone with select Straight Talk plans. You can spring for those new sneakers they need. The unlimited streaming. And with Straight Talk, spring for something you never knew you needed. Spring forward with real unlimited data and get a free 5G phone with select plans on America's most reliable 5G network. Find us at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
And no, is a whole field like right? Yeah.
Your race has a microchip to control
Yeah, pretty much. Right in my face.
50 days. 50 days? It's refill reminder that means I'll never miss a day of freshness. Febreze Fun. Okay.
They're still on commercial break, by the way.
You want a super fresh, high quality burger every time?
Austin Cindric is in the lead.
A hamburger. That's a hack, right? No? A hack-free burger made fresh for you? Gotta be Wendy's.
No, there's 2 other people here besides you, which I'm thankful for. If you're watching, hi. I hope you're having a great day. I mean, my day's going okay. That's all you can ask for. It'd be even better if Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, or SVG wins. Here we go. Battle between Cindric and Josh Berry. Cindric is still in the lead. And now Josh Berry's going to have the momentum on the inside to take the lead away. Nice to see cars finally side by side. I thought they were going to go single file. Was I wrong?
Yeah, and that's what we didn't know today. We listened to Denny Hamlin and we listened to some of the Chevrolets and the Toyotas in the back of the field, and that was their bet, was the fact that the handling was going to overcome the speed of those Fords up in the front at some point.
It's like Tyler Reddick and Kyle Busch are trying to go on the outside, but then the line just goes up to the top in the straightaways. I don't think we're going to see any flips like we did last week. I might be wrong, but Atlanta's a little more slower than what Daytona and Talladega is.
The aggressive level of with your car in the right position to go towards the front, and that's kind of the opposite of what Denny Hamlin decided to do. Now, Denny has started to move forward a little bit, but Carson has gone straight to the front.
We heard a lot of talk on the radio, a lot of chatter talking about cars being tight. Just heard Blaney chime in. His car's tight, pole center.
So your top 10, as of right now, is Josh Berry, Todd Gilliland, Austin Cindric, Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, Kyle Larson, Tyler Reddick, Carson Hocevar, and Kyle Busch. Your top 10. Well, still early. His record at restrictor plate tracks is not good, so I wouldn't be surprised if that happens.
35 laps in under 18 minutes. This goes by fast. We're already more than halfway through stage number 1 with Josh Berry, leader today, out front.
Now, after a day of qualifying like we had yesterday, you knew there was going to be a lot of movement in this field. The Toyotas in the trunk, 35th, 36th for the Gibbs cars. Denny Hamlin, the Chevrolet were kind of mid-pack, and all the Fords were up front. You knew.
Oh, tight squeeze in between Larson, Wallace, and Hocevar right there. And that might be Reddick. No, that is Bubba Wallace, I believe.
It's just so hard to keep your momentum here, and that's why you have to time those lifts or dragging the brake, whatever you do on the entry to the corner. Because
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to the middle, you better have somebody that's going through there, because not, you're going to fall to the back.
whatever that is, speaking of Carson Hocevar.
37 laps complete. Josh Berry completed his first ever career laps at Atlanta.
Well, I know he's going to crash. Have you watched the 20? I have watched the 2013 Indy 500. Not the whole thing, but I did see like the finish of that. If I wasn't an IndyCar fan, then I'd pretty much watch whatever on YouTube.
And they were all just right.
Right now during Ram Truck Month, get $6,500 total cash allowance on the purchase of select 2025 Ram 1500 trucks. See your local Ram dealer today.
You just can't beat a post hamburger.
Boo, Angel Reese. Get that off my screen.
It's a quarter pounder with my favorite barbecue sauce, American cheese.
And I also don't like McDonald's either.
It's the Angel Reese special at McDonald's.
Not even their Sprite.
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad. Hey, watch it. It's from Gillette Labs. This razor releases trapped hairs from my face.
Game changer.
Well, flex this contours to it. So the 5 blades can get virtually every hair washbrook for the ultimate Gillette shaving experience.
The best of it.
Yeah, so right now, Josh Berry's in command of the field. Fords are pretty much the same. Blaney has dropped back,
Tell me about this artist.
which sometimes he falls to the back during races, but he always finds his way to the front.
Hey, man. Film this. Get in it. Let me show it.
Yes, he's driving part-time for 2311 in the Cup Series, I believe.
Hey, man, delete that video.
Planning to move? Join the 6 million families who discovered a smarter, more flexible way to move with Pods. Save up to 20% now for a limited time. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, save up to 20% at pods.com today.
This is Joseph Newgarden. Joseph was conceived to win races. Stop drinking milk at 2, pick it back up at 32. Wait for strong bones. Tell that to his class. Joseph's like
All right. Not really much has changed